Hi. You might notice, based on the fact that it's 4:31 p.m., and from previous knowledge, you might know that I'm in Eastern Time. It's gonna be a long time before the direct starts. But last time I tried to record one of these, it ended up as a PowerPoint because my internet, or not my internet, my computer was bad. Now I have a really good computer that can actually handle having recording software and a video open at the same time. So if this turns into a PowerPoint, it's 100% my internet, which is less in my control than the computer itself was. So that's a thing. And also last time I gave myself like 15 minutes before the Mario Direct, just like the 10-minute Mario Direct, and I still was in the middle of like speculation 60% done by the time the thing actually started. So I'm giving myself a very long time because this is a 50-minute direct. This is also the first direct in closer to 2 years than one. So, no, it's closer to 1 year than two, but barely. So I am very concerned. Also, I'm in a much different place than I usually record because I'm using an actual PC, not a laptop. So I am next to a window. You might hear cars outside. I might also be live tweeting the direct, so keep in mind I don't. Okay, I didn't mean to unfull screen it. That's my bad. Let's just play. Go back to live. There we go. Page over to another window before I start typing. So you might hear, I don't have a quiet keyboard and mouse, so you might hear some of that stuff. But other than that, let's do it. So stuff that might happen. Let's just think about stuff that might happen. Apparently there was a trademark thing or something for some Ace Attorney games that aren't already on Switch, so neat, that's probably going to happen. It says Smash Ultimate and games coming to Switch in the first half of 2021, so that means, well, Smash Ultimate is getting an update, probably a character, who knows, it might be new modes, it might be making Shulk not look bad, both of those would be nice, as well as a new character. I don't really expect a Xeno character, and the only characters I really want right now are Xeno characters, so whenever I don't think it's likely for a character I specifically want to get in at a specific time when they're going to announce a character, my go-to preferred thing is whatever will piss the most people off, so I'm hoping for Fortnite. I'll watch it actually happen now. That would be really funny. Anyway. What other games are coming to Switch in the first half of 2021? I think new Pokemon Snap is releasing, like, May or something, so that's there. There's going to be a 3D World trailer, because 3D World just came out, and, like, if something's come out within the last couple weeks, then they usually will show it, at least in a sizzle reel, in a direct. Like, it's not going to be more than a minute of these 50 minutes, but we're probably going to see some 3D World. Just keep in mind, that's already out. So, Persona, there's definitely going to be Persona, because P5S is coming out in like 3 days. It's coming out this Friday, I guess. 17 Wednesday, 18 Thursday, 19 Friday. Wait, hold on. No, it was February 20th. I need to look this up now. P5S release is February 20th. Oh, it's not it's not first party, so it's not on a Friday. Okay, so that comes out in 3 days. So, obviously they're going to do something about that. Is there going to be another Persona thing happening? Maybe. I think Royal is very unlikely still, but there's a non-zero chance that it's either going to be the PC port of Golden ported to Switch, or just vanilla P5, both of which would be nice. I don't think I ever actually finished any version of Persona 5. I know I beat the final boss, and there are some places where you can save in between the cutscenes at the end of the game. So I think I have a save file somewhere after the final boss, but before the credits. So I've technically not yet beaten Persona 5. I'm going to wait until Royal gets a really big price drop and then just probably completely replay it with Royal. But that's kind of getting super sidetracked. Another big thing is, this is both Zelda and Metroid's 35th anniversaries. So we know that it's Nintendo. They're not going to give a lot of stuff to Metroid. They might just say, yeah, here's a Metroid thing. People have been thinking that there's going to be another Mercury Steam 2D Metroid, either Metroid Dread, some fusion sequel, like actually going past the end of the current timeline, which would be nice, or a Super Metroid remake for Switch, or even just a port of Samus Returns to Switch, which I don't know how necessary 3DS to Switch ports are. I get all the Wii U ones because the Wii U sold terribly, but the 3DS actually sold well. I think the Switch has outsold the 3DS now. Let's look that up. It's good. I have two monitors also, so I can look this stuff up without paging out of the video or using my phone. Lifetime sales. 3DS lifetime sales. 75.94 million units. That's probably more than the Switch. Let's just go to the Wikipedia list. Switch. Nintendo Switch. Oh no, wow. Switch has passed the 3DS. I don't remember when that happened. Okay, so technically they might serve to gain some sales from that. So that would be neat. Let's see. Okay, no, the Smash Bros. Japan Twitter account just posted something, but it wasn't actually saying what would be revealed. It was just, hey, tune into this direct, because there's going to be stuff that's revealed about the game, which we already knew. So, Metroid, it's probably going to be a Metroid Prime Trilogy port or some 2D thing. There's not going to be any Prime 4 news other than maybe saying, yeah, development sure is developing. Something's going to happen eventually with this. I don't think we're going to get anything more than, like, the original teaser. So, there's that. Zelda, on the other hand, is different. Mario got a 35th anniversary direct. Zelda might get that. So, I'm genuinely not sure how much Zelda is going to be revealed today. So, they could very easily just be like, alright, yeah, here, some Cadence of Hyrule update, Age of Calamity DLC, something small like that. But then stay tuned for this other direct at a later date where we'll reveal more about the future of the Zelda series in an upcoming Legend of Zelda 35th anniversary direct. Because it's a very possible thing if they already did it for Mario. Maybe the Mario one only happened because of COVID and they needed to do a different small thing and they just wanted to, because like, we gotta get at least the 3D World port out by now. So that's possible. Speaking of Mario stuff, we're probably going to learn what happens after March 31st. Like, alright, are they going to put the individual games from 3D All-Stars up on the eShop? What's happening to Mario 35? Stuff like that. Something about FE1. Oh yeah, I'm going to go back to Zelda, but Fire Emblem's another thing that could definitely happen. So, that's the thing. When it comes to Monolith, anything, I'm not expecting anything besides Breath of the Wild 2 in this direct. I'm actually not expecting anything out of Monolith besides, like, a Xenoblade 2 reveal in the Switch presentation type teaser for any of their original IPs, be it Xenoblade, be it something new, be it Baten Kaitos 3 or Xenosaga 4, I guess. I doubt either of those is happening. I don't think we're going to see anything more than that until after 2021. Breath of the Wild 2, I think, has been going well enough where we're likely to see something. It's not even completely out of the realm of possibility that it comes out holiday this year. Holiday this year is the earliest it's possibly coming out, but we're definitely going to see significant amounts of info for this game by the end of this year. So that could easily be here. That could easily be, alright, here's your small Age of Calamity DLC announcement. Stay tuned for a Zelda Direct later where we reveal more info about celebrations for the 35th anniversary of the series. Cut to footage of the trailer we already got, including a deeper look at the upcoming sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, releasing 2021, releasing 2022, something like that. They could definitely do that. The other series we're definitely not going to see a lot of is Pokemon. Now, new Pokemon Snap is absolutely coming out in the first half of 2021, and it's an anniversary for Pokemon, but it's Pokemon. They always do their things separately, be it a Pokemon presentation that doesn't even use the Nintendo Direct banner, or an actual separate Pokemon Direct. So, we're likely to see a new Pokemon Snap trailer, but then it's just going to cut to and tune in later for a special Pokemon Day presentation where we reveal more games and info about the celebration of the 25th anniversary. Also, Post Malone is going to be there. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that one, and it's been like a week, so that's certainly a thing. So, Fire Emblem. People are thinking Fire Emblem is going to happen. Now, I don't really know about that. Okay, so the thing is, I don't really care for anything Koei Tecmo is putting out on Switch right now because of how hilariously unoptimized it is yet. Like, I enjoyed Age of Calamity, but it doesn't run good. It runs very bad, actually. And Three Houses did not run very well either. They're just not bothering to optimize much of their stuff for Switch. So I don't really like that, and I would hope that if Intelligent System... Well, again, it is true that Origami King just came out, so who really knows what Insys is working on? Again, Koei Tecmo seems to do most of Three Houses. So, I mean, I'm not really that happy about a new game from them unless it, like, actually runs well. So, Koei Tecmo game running well on Switch. I guess you could add that to my direct wish list. But it's potentially been enough time since Three Houses where we could see another Echoes. I would love an Echoes version of FE4. I think a lot of people would want that. Or even take the FE4 concept and remake Ellawood and Roy's games. Remake Blazing Sword, and then you transition into Binding Blade, because there are enough characters that are children of other characters in that, and that would be interesting, or something. It's definitely an Echoes remake of something would definitely be possible. I guess if Mario Galaxy, if Sunshine and Galaxy end up getting put on the Switch eShop, I could also see them putting Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn on there, which would be nice. I already bought Xenosaga 3. I'm not about to buy Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn in order to play those legitimately. So getting those for download would be really epic. I don't know why I unironically said epic there. I'm sorry. Then there's also the fact that in the other Fire Emblem celebration thing for something, I don't know if it was an anniversary, if it was the Heroes 4th anniversary, there was some Fire Emblem celebration where a bunch of voice actors were on a Zoom call and they uploaded it to the Nintendo channel. And there was some Three Houses footage where it was the cutscenes from Blood of the Eagle and Lion in the second half of Three Houses, and it was Edelgard and Claude, I believe. I don't think Dimitri was there, or was shown, in one of their promoted post-time skip outfits. So not just their default post-time skip appearance, but like one of their promoted classes. Like I think it was Emperor, or yeah, because it's Edelgard goes Armored Lord Emperor, Claude is Wyvern Master Barbarossa, Dimitri is High Lord Great Lord, I think. It was Edelgard's highest ranking one and Claude's highest ranking one, and it looked a lot better than those scenes did in the original game, and it was also different because so like Three Houses, we made the game look good update apparently could be coming. Maybe more DLC for Three Houses. I don't know. Wow, I'm actually kind of surprised. There's over 15 minutes left until the direct, and I'm slightly starting to run out of things. Indies. There's definitely going to be indie games. People are thinking maybe Silksong. I would love some Silksong news. Hollow Knight base game is great. I enjoyed that very much. I did not play much of Godmaster because I'm not that good at the game. So, basic TLDR, I'm bad at 2D platformers. I am playing Ys 9 right now on like the second highest difficulty, and I'm having some issues with that, but I'm like not losing constant. I mean, I'm getting through the hard bosses. It takes dozens of tries, but I'm doing that. But in 2D, I can't do that. I did like one of the Pantheons without any of the bindings on, and that was it. And like, nope, that's good for me. I'll wait till Silksong. I 100% did the rest of the game and loved it. I'm just not that much of a completionist where I'm going to do that. It says that, and I'm going to platinum Ys 9. Speaking of Falcom games, Cold Steel 4, Ys 9 Switch, yeah, they might be there. This is not a place where they're going to announce a Hajimari no Kiseki localization, because that's going to come out on PS4 first. Nissa is the one who does the ports, and the PS4 version for everything else Falcom comes out first. Theoretically, at least in the English version, we could see Cold Steel 1 and 2 on Switch. Or no, maybe even in the Japanese version, because I think those are coming out at some point soon. Crossbell is also coming out on Switch it might be China and Korea and not Japan, but somewhere in Asia, those are also coming out. So, I mean, we're not getting localized Crossbell announcements here. I'm just wishful thinking about Trail stuff. Falcom's also not an indie studio, so I went way off the mark here. Xenoblade Export. Please be a Xenoblade Export. All right, I'm firmly in the camp that we're not getting Xeno anything unless it's the Smash character, which I kind of doubt, or it's a direct port of something. Saga ports theoretically could be possible. Gears, a bit less likely, even though I think all three PS1 Final Fantasies are already on Switch. But I would love those. I just don't think they're likely. Again, I think Gears Saga 1 and Saga 2 also needs those need some updates in order to hold up today. Saga 1's menus are kind of meh. You walk a little slowly. Battle animations can take a bit too long. Saga 2's load times are atrocious. It takes like 10 seconds to load into every random battle, so that's not great. Animations also take too long. Saga 2, in my opinion, needs a complete combat system overhaul to work. Saga 3 is fantastic. Saga 3 still holds up today. It flows incredibly smoothly. That really just needs the widescreen and the HD, and I'll be perfectly satisfied with it. Gears, I mean, it's Xenogears. It could use a faster text scrolling option. It could use Gears is fine if you add fast text scrolling and add the speed up and give you overpowered abilities options from like the FF7 and FF9 Switch ports, and Gears is golden. Like, make it so that you can just experience the story, or just make it so that you can mash through things a bit faster, because Gears has a lot of text, but it would be a lot less text if you could like actually mash through at the speed at which a normal person reads and not have to wait for it to scroll all the time. Like my entire Gears playthrough, I was mashing the X button on my controller, even though it didn't really do anything until I got to the end of a line, because it scrolled way slower than I read. So that's all you really need to do for Gears in Saga 1. Saga 2 is the only one that really, really needs some significant changes in order to hold up fine today. Xenoblade export done by not Monolith is theoretically possible, but obviously I would like them to finish the story, or pull a Bayonetta and be like, Bayonetta, what are we getting from Platinum? Nier Automata port is theoretically possible. Again, it's not going to run as well as the PS4, Xbox One versions, let alone those on a PS5, Series X, S, Series whatever. But, I mean, it can run on Switch, I'm pretty sure. Like, I think you can run it on a PC that's less powerful than a Switch, so I wouldn't be surprised if you can run it on a Switch. Might have to do the whole dynamic resolution a lot of Switch games are doing, so that's all possible. And then there's the other thing. I'm just kind of spitballing stuff now, but there's still a few minutes left until this starts, so I'm just gonna... COVID happened. We might get another one of those COVID messages showing up at the beginning where, like, COVID is impacting all of our development and production and stuff. All of these release dates that we show are subject to change just because we don't know. Things might get worse. Things might get better. So we're just giving estimates and we can't tell you exactly when things are happening. They might not. They might like have their pipeline back up to, because we know COVID hit Nintendo really hard, possibly even harder than Sony and Microsoft, probably even harder than Sony and Microsoft based on their whole 2020 lineup. Like, New Horizons is still largely an incomplete game, so hopefully there's going to be a massive update for that. It says information focused on available games like Smash Ultimate and games coming to the Switch, so I could easily see a big Animal Crossing update coming. On top of that, maybe Splatoon getting an update of some sort. Maybe ARMS could even get an update, but basically what I'm saying is COVID happened. E3 did not happen in 2020. This is a 50-minute direct. This is a longer direct than anything except E3's. This is effectively E3 2020 for Nintendo. So keep that in mind. There's going to be a lot of stuff that should have been revealed a long time ago, but the release date had to keep getting pushed back because of the pandemic. So we could see something big here. I don't know what big thing we're likely to see, but we could legitimately see something kind of big. It's not going to be Pokemon. It's not going to be Prime 4. It might be more Zelda, but I'm not sure. So it's probably not Mario Kart. Possibly Odyssey 2. A new 3D Mario is a distinct possibility. Kind of hope not a new 2D Mario, though. That would be... Like, they already ported NSMBU. Super Mario Party 2 would be great. It's been a long time since that came out, so that's possible. That would be neat, really. Like, Super Mario Party, I never actually got it, but it seemed like a step in the right direction, so another one that walks even further in the right direction, I'd be pretty down for that, in all honesty. Let's just run through Nintendo franchises. We could get 64 GameCube Wii games on the eShop. That would be nice. We could get... You know what I would really like to see, actually? A big Switch firmware update. Now, I made a joke that, alright, there's Switch Pro rumors. We might get a better running 4K Switch or something. I would love that. I'd unfortunately need to buy a much better integrated capture card if that happened, in addition to the Switch Pro, because then I'd need to re-record all of my Switch Xenoblade game B-roll in higher resolution. Thankfully, this PC can edit 4K video fine. It can store 4K video fine. It can record 4K video fine. I just don't have a capture card for it. So, we will see how much of my money Nintendo ends up demanding by the end of this. Hopefully not too much, because I haven't paid off this entire PC yet. I actually don't even have the final graphics card in this PC yet. I have a 1660 Ti in there. And that's gonna be upgraded to a 3080 at some point. So, hopefully Switch Pro is less expensive than a 3080. Oh man, I'm not really, if we get hardware this year, which I'm pretty sure we're going to get hardware this year, even if it's like not a big revision, it might not come now. I don't know if we're going to see hardware. Now, E3 is going to be digital, so I have a feeling if we're getting hardware, it's going to be at E3. But who knows if Nintendo's even going to do E3 this year, because this is basically E3 from last year. So if they do E3 from last year in February, they might not have enough stuff to do actual E3 in June, or it might be a shorter one where it's just focused on new hardware and like just Zelda or something. We might get a two-peat of how Breath of the Wild was basically that one direct. So, that's also possible. What was I originally talking about? That's a good question. Okay, right. I made a joke earlier where I was like, okay, this is Nintendo. They're going to screw some stuff up because it's Nintendo. It's 50 minutes. Nintendo's definitely going to pull a Nintendo at least once. Switch Pro is probably going to be a paid firmware upgrade for the Switch that like overclocks it slightly, gives you a much better UI, and gives you the privilege of being able to purchase just NES and SNES games for Virtual Console. And even then, it's just the ones that are available already for the Switch Online subscription. And it's like $5 per NES game and 10 for SNES, even though you can spend 20 a year and get like 50 games or something for the entire year. I wouldn't put it past them to do that, but I wouldn't be surprised if we do get some firmware upgrade with like themes and folders. Please give us themes and folders. Like, more so than most games they could potentially reveal, I would like themes and folders. So that would be pretty epic, if I do say so myself. So let's see, what other currently available games could we get something for? Again, probably not Pokemon. Pokemon's not getting anything. I have a feeling Age of Calamity DLC is absolutely happening. If there's no Age of Calamity DLC planned, or if there was stuff planned and it ended up not happening at all, then it's technically possible that the next Nintendo Warriors game could happen this year. And by that, I mean, please, Xenoblade or Xeno Warriors. I don't really care about anything else. And please, again, make it run well. Don't do what Age of Calamity did, or at least, like, make it in the Xenoblade 2 or DE engine. Or to, like, do Torna engine, but scaled down, basically. Put it in an existing engine. Like, there are so many Musou-esque moves in, like, Blade specials already in Xenoblade 2 and like some arts in Xenoblade 1. You could just use the exact animations, so it's like DE does not lag nearly as much as the original Xenoblade 1 did. 2 lags a bit, but only in like the old factory when you're double spinning edging, like, or flaming ending, like blazing ending like 6 or 7 Pepitos at the same time. So I don't know, I'm again spitballing here. I kind of doubt we're getting new Warriors or anything this time. It would be neat, but, yeah, I'm still saying the big Monolith thing is going to be Breath of the Wild 2. If anything, I would love to be pleasantly surprised by that, but I just don't think anything more than a teaser for anything Monolith is happening this year, just because it's been less than a year from DE at this point. It's been over a year since DE's reveal, because that was revealed in, like, September 2019. So again, like, I think there was a developer interview at some point where Monolith was like, all right, no, we're working completely from home already. We're actually putting in plans where if people want to stay working from home after the pandemic, they could do that too. So like, Monolith is a great place to work for, apparently. Like, they've gone on the record to say that no, we don't do crunch. They have like, for the games industry and for Japan specifically, they have an abnormally high proportion of female staff, so it's great. Monolith's a great place to work from, but we know they're all working from home now, but who knows how long it took for that pipeline to get set up. They might have been pushed back a bit. They're not core Nintendo, like, I mean, the Zelda team is, and the Animal Crossing / Splatoon team is, but like, Monolith's Xeno team is not a core Nintendo team, so they might not have gotten hit as hard as stuff. So who knows? Something could theoretically happen, but I kind of doubt it. GBA Virtual Console would be neat. I could rebuy Golden Sun again and not have it with the awful washed out colors on the Wii U and have to, because I've wanted to actually stream the first 2 Golden Sun games for a while now, but the issue with that is the colors look like garbage on the Wii U, so I'd have to color correct my own stream in order to do that properly. Wouldn't particularly want to do that, but if I'm left no choice, I guess I could just emulate it and make it look good, but I would still like if you're not going to give us any 3D virtual console games of some sort, at least port over any remaining 2D Nintendo systems. Like, you got a bunch of Neo Geo stuff. Give us Game Boy stuff in general. Like, there was already a bunch of, like, the Mana collection had, I think, a Game Boy game. The first Mana game was Game Boy or something. And isn't there, like, a Saga collection, too, coming at some point, or come out already at some point? I'm basically just thinking RPGs, but a Wario Land collection would be amazing. I could also, again, 3D Zelda collection, perfectly possible. I would love the Oracle games and Minish Cap to come to Switch too, because those are all great games. I played both the Oracle games and the original Link's Awakening. Do not purchase Link's Awakening Switch for $60. I'm just going to say that. I don't care how good of a game it is. It's a remake of a Game Boy Color game that is not worth $60, even including the additional content. Xenoblade is always worth $60. Link's Awakening, I think I got it for $5 on the 3DS, and that was the Game Boy Color, not the original version. So do not buy Link's Awakening for $60. If anything, if you want to play Link's Awakening and you don't want to do that, just get the 3D, get DX on the 3DS. It's basically the same thing as the Switch version with some quality of life stuff and obviously less amazingly charming graphics. We're getting pretty close. So are they going to start with Smash? Smash is the first thing it says here, but they could potentially not start with Smash. Oh, I forgot about my dream. I forgot about a really stupid dream. Okay. Sometime in between when I actually went to bed and when the Direct was announced yesterday, I just took a small nap and I had a dream where the Direct happened. I don't remember anything else that happened in the Direct, but the one last thing at the end of the Direct was the surprise announcement for Ant-Man for the Wii. It was an Ant-Man game for the Nintendo Wii. It was this Direct. It was this February 2021 Direct, and they revealed Ant-Man for the Wii. I don't even remember. Like, did they get Paul Rudd's likeness for Ant-Man for the Wii releasing in 2021? I don't remember anything else about Ant-Man for the Wii other than it existed. But I would kind of be okay with this. I still have my Wii and my Wii U. I have the consoles where I could theoretically play Ant-Man for the Wii if it gets released. Okay, realistically, there's not going to be any Marvel game besides like DLC for Ultimate Alliance 3 coming out right now. Like, the Avengers game was a train wreck. Spider-Man was Insomniac. So speaking of Sony games, Crash 4 is probably happening. That would be cool. People are thinking, maybe this could mean Crash is getting in Smash this time. That's possible. I think it would be neat. Again, that goes against my personal wishes of annoy the most people if it can't be Rex or Cosmos. But I think a lot of people would be excited for that, and I think a lot of people would think that would be interesting. I'm going to try streaming this, and nope, I'm not going. I'm recording in 1080. I'm not going to risk streaming in 1080 because that's going to be positively murder on my internet. Like, already, I'm expecting to have to bump this down to like 360 just to get it to work properly. Not a PC problem, 100% an internet problem. It's 4:59 and 42 seconds, so I just need to fill a little bit more space. Please reveal a Xenoblade game. Or, okay, Xenoblade Chronicles 4. It's a follow-up to 1, 2, and X at the same time. Skipping 3 entirely because 2 is 3 and X is 2. That's what I want to see. Make it happen, Monolith Soft. You know you can do it. Alright. It begins. It begins. Please begin. There we go. Bayonetta is absolutely possible. Oh, Monster Hunter stuff's totally going to happen. COVID thing. Okay. So that's good. They're still like, hey, yeah, we're getting affected by this. But, I mean, it's not good that people are getting affected by COVID. It's good that they're still saying that, so we don't get our expectations too high. Alright. What are you going to start with? Clouds. That's Drifting Soul. Alright. Please be... Like, this is obviously going to be Smash. But, like...
One day, Pyra just...
Wait, no! Is it just going to be Pyra? Or is this Xenoblade 2 too? Excuse me? Alright, I see Tor and Pop... I mean, that's... This is during the actual game, though. I like how they got the actual announcement.
I couldn't find her anywhere.
I can't tell if this is Smash or not.
It was as if she vanished off the face.
Okay, went back to the ship.
Nice.
Alright, so is it just gonna be Pyra in Smash? Is that all they're
I'll
doing?
find you. Whatever.
Because
it
that's
takes.
stupid, because that's a bad representation of Xenoblade 2.
This is where you were. Pyra!
Okay, it's Final Destination, it's Smash.
Sorry, Rex. I couldn't tell you
Couldn't tell you.
because I got an invitation to join Smash.
Wait, is it just Pyra, or is Rex not coming too? What? It's okay, so,
I thought I was gonna be in Smash.
Just sit back and leave it to me, Rex.
what's the unique
Behold the power
gimmick,
of the
then?
Aegis.
Is there not even Mithra?
Fire!
You powered up your Smash attack with fire?
Wow, this is like the worst way they could possibly reveal a Xenoblade character.
Dominant purple! Blazing end!
That's genius! You're pretty much owning them, and these are seasoned fighters!
There are no pushovers.
Alright.
About a tight spot.
Okay, good. Mithra is still here. Thank God Mithra is still here. I was about to be really mad. Okay, I was gonna be mad. Oh, see? The Mithra design was there for a reason.
Mithra!
The Mithra design was there for a reason.
Hey, were these guys planning on winning? Gee, I feel kind of bad now. Coming through. Lightning, Buster. Photonic. Ray of punishment.
Alright, so
Foresight.
how are they doing this without the driver mechanic?
You even use that?
Alright, so are they going to be like something similar to Shulk?
You
It was-
two can swap
oh no!
seats freely.
The entire Chugga Let's Play is about to be spoiled if I think...
Speed. Together, nothing can stand in our way.
Quite the spectacle.
Gramps!
Wait, Gramps?
I've missed this, buddy. Mind if I watch a while? Oh, look, our friends
Okay, those are just their models from the game.
some more.
Alright, alright.
I'll lend you a hand.
Oh no, okay, cool! It's just a Xenoblade 2 chain attack. I thought they were gonna just straight up spoil the game. Okay, that's much better.
Nailed it.
Sure did. Witness our power. Shulk?
Oh yeah, 'cause-
Never expected to see you two again.
yeah, we got more Adam Howden!
Now that you're in Smash, I won't go easy on you.
Ooh, fighting words. You forget. We're fighters too!
Alright, cool. Cool.
Hello, everyone. It's been a while. I'm Shinya Takahashi from Nintendo.
Alright, so they're not gonna
Last
top
year,
this.
We delivered some news through a series of Nintendo Direct mini presentations.
Literally, unless the only way they could top this is by revealing another Xenoblade game.
Nintendo Direct
So,
in this style for some time. I'm happy to share this Nintendo Direct with you all today. We appreciate your continued support.
alright. Thank you.
Okay, what you just saw
I love how
is
they
the
went-
reveal trailer for the newest fighter in the Super
I
Smash
love how they
Bros.
went from
Ultimate
the
game,
Xenoblade character
Pyra and
to a
Mithra.
guy named
They
Takahashi.
originally
Wrong one,
appeared
but
in the Xenoblade Chronicles series as Rex's 2-in-1 ally. Please look forward to
Okay, so
seeing
Rex
their
just
new
shows up
set
in a taunt.
Super Smash Bros.
I'm
Ultimate.
glad that Rex is like
This
still
fighter
there.
releases in March, so we hope you'll stay tuned just a bit longer. All right, let's
I think I
continue
popped off the
with
most
our
for Adam
first
Howden,
batch
which is
of
really
Nintendo
funny.
Switch headlines.
Okay, I forgot about Fall Guys. I forgot Fall Guys was a thing, but I'm not surprised. I mean, Cosmos would have been nice, but I'll take Xenoblade anything. I'm legit. I'm not. I'm. There's no way I can complain about that. I would have wanted Cosmos, but we could definitely get a Cosmos Spirit.
Greatness when Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout
'Cause, like,
comes to the Nintendo Switch system.
We're gonna end
summer
up just getting a
2021.
bunch of rare Blade Spirits for this, because they already have most of the party members in the game already.
You have 22 minutes before the solar
this-
system is destroyed.
Okay. Space Majora's Mask. I keep forgetting. Okay, I
Venture
forget
into
which
the
one
vast
is
reaches of
Outer
space
Worlds
to
and which one
uncover
is
the
Outer
secrets
Wilds.
left behind
I've
by
wanted to play this
ancient
for a while.
civilization.
I'm probably gonna just end up getting it on
You have
PC because it's probably
22
gonna be cheaper.
minutes.
But I'm glad it's
After
on
that,
Switch because I've heard it's
the
really
sun will
good.
explode and the solar system will be annihilated. However, everything will reset, allowing you to continue exploring while retaining
So-
information you gathered. By repeating these cycles,
Man, now I have to
you'll
wait till
gradually
March.
unravel the
Watch them come.
mysteries
Wait,
hidden
is my
in the
birthday on a
universe.
Friday? Because they could come out on my birthday.
What messages will you discover?
My birthday is a Thursday,
How
so it
can
might
you
be the
prevent
day
the
after
sun
my
from
birthday.
exploding? Why is the solar system trapped in an endless
I
time?
can't believe Rex got
Find
screwed
out
so
when the
much.
critically acclaimed Outer
At least
Wilds
he's there.
launches on Nintendo
Like,
Switch
he is there,
summer
and that's all that
2021.
matters.
Put your sleuthing skills to the test in 2 classic murder mystery games. Famicom Detective Club: The Missing Heir,
Famicom
and
Detective
Famicom
Club?
Detective Club: The Girl
Is
Who
this-
Stands Behind.
are these
2
remakes of
deep cuts from
Famicom?
Nintendo history are coming to North America for the first time.
Are these like remakes of Famicom
Localized
visual
in English
novels?
and modernized
Or
for
are
the
they just
Nintendo
called-
Switch
okay.
system. Suspense.
Okay, they are
drama,
remakes. I was gonna say,
and
are
twists
they
and
just
turns
called
late at
Famicom
every
Detective Club?
corner. You'll be on the edge of your seat as you dive into these deep narratives set in Japan. In one
Alright.
game, you'll solve
So,
the
we're probably
complex
not getting
murder
more
case
Xenoblade,
surrounding a
'cause
wealthy
they would have
family in a
transitioned directly
haunted
into
village
Xenoblade
while
after
dealing
this.
with amnesia. But that's not the only case to crack.
一人で教室にいると後ろから誰かの呼ぶ声がする
In the other game, you'll investigate a supernatural rumor after a mysterious death to free students from a sinister nightmare. Interrogate suspects and hunt for clues to piece together these chilling conundrums.
All right.
Can you figure
I
out
mean,
who the culprit
Detect.
is?
It's
before
this is
it's too
not
late?
the crime-solving detective visual novel that I was expecting to be revealed in this direct, but I'm sure people who are interested in this kind of. I don't like visual novels at all. I might try the Ace Attorney series if it all gets on one platform.
Uncover
But
the deadly
good
truth
for
of
people who
Famicom
like stuff like
Detective
this.
Club: The Missing Heir,
This is
and
this is
Famicom
just definitely one of
Detective Club:
those
The Girl Who Stands
not
Behind,
for me things.
coming to Nintendo Switch May
Unless the
14th.
unless the original versions are
Begin
bad,
today
in which
on
case
Nintendo eShop.
I hope the remake is good.
A new age of battles
New Age
begins.
that looks. That sounds tacticsy, but it might not be tacticsy. I mean, I feel like this the scroll thing. All right, Warriors. Is this just a whatever the latest Dynasty Warriors game is? Because I don't know. I don't recognize stuff. Samurai Warriors. Okay. A Warriors game. I don't know if that's new
The
or
latest
not, but
entry in the Samurai Warriors franchise
okay.
is coming
You know,
to Nintendo
this looks
Switch.
fine, but it might be pre-rendered, so who
Dive
knows?
into the history of the Sengoku period as the series now
Oh yes,
shines
this,
a
I'm sure.
spotlight on
I'm sure these
Nobunaga
games are
Oda and
hilariously
Mitsuhide.
historically accurate.
Character designs and visuals have been revamped for this installment. Unleash high-octane moves. In
Okay, yeah,
electrifying
that looks a bit
versus
rougher.
1000 battles.
Those were definitely pre-rendered.
In Samurai Warriors,
I mean,
slashing
I
its
didn't
way
see
onto
any
Nintendo
massive frame
Switch,
drops there,
Summer
but that
2021.
resolution was certainly something.
The vast world of Fadiel beckons. After
I don't-
20 long years, Legend of Mana
Okay,
featuring
just another Mana
remastered
game.
HD graphics is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Cool. I mean, there's
You'll
already a
set
collection.
off on a journey to find the mystical mana tree seen in a dream. Before discovering the world map is empty.
All right. I mean,
During your
I'm
travels,
probably gonna play the
you'll
series in
acquire
order
special
if I
items
play the
called
series.
artifacts.
So,
Place them on the map to bring towns, dungeons,
I mean,
and other lands to life.
town building or like making
It's
a
up to
world
you
map
on
or
when and
something.
where
I don't
to
know.
place artifacts,
Wasn't there a Dragon Quest
as
game
well
that did
as how
something
to
like
advance
this?
the story.
Based on visuals, this probably came first, but I like those backgrounds.
Join forces with characters, each on their own personal quests.
I can't
Square
believe
off
Rex is
against
still not in
fearsome
Smash.
monsters. Or take a break from adventure and rest up at home. The music has been rearranged for this enhanced version, and you can alternate.
Okay, it looks
between
like the
new
same menus
arrangements
from
and
the
the original soundtrack.
Collection, which I can only
Other
tell because
features
of
have been
TRG.
added, including the ability to turn off enemy encounters, as well as the new minigame Ring Ring Land.
I still can't. I can't believe
Legend
Rex is
of
still
Mana
not.
will launch on Nintendo Switch
I'm.
June 24th.
They shouldn't have like opened with that because. All right, is this Monster Hunter? This looks Monster Hunter-y, but I didn't watch the Monster Hunter Direct, so okay, this has got to be Monster Hunter. Yeah, it says Capcom, so it's Monster Hunter. They actually did. They actually did 2 JRPG characters in a row again, because they went Joker Hero. So, I mean, I knew this was happening. People were thinking, oh, Monster Hunter could get revealed. Like, as a Smash character. Which I don't get why he's just Rathalos and some spirits. Maybe that's the next character, but I don't know. But I mean, it's certainly Monster Hunter. I played World. I didn't like it very much. So, let's see. Oh, I can't open the drawer with my Switch games in it right now. But I have
Elder, I have important news.
some Switch Monster Hunter game that I've literally never touched. So I might start with that one, or I might start with this one, depending on what
50
friends I
years
have.
ago, Kamura Village was attacked by the Rampage and Magnum Malo. And we suffered some devastating casualties.
How can we fight against that?
Our hunter's about to face the biggest challenge yet! No! We can't lose this gate! Pull yourselves together! You're not getting in!
So, I mean, I don't know if this is good Monster Hunter to start with. I want to give it a second try, but I don't know if this is a good thing to give it a try with, because I've heard mixed things about it from Monster Hunter fans, so I don't know.
The Rampage. How long do you think it's going to last? Inoa, we should start preparations right away.
God, there could be a roaming the wastes arrangement.
We must stop the calamity!
Calamity. Oh god, that's Breath of the Wild too.
That was the latest trailer for Monster Hunter Rise.
I'm
from
so
Capcom.
glad that the stage was
How
just
will
the
our
Cloud Sea
heroes
and Gramps'
fare
back though,
against these ferocious
and they didn't just
monsters?
choose one Titan.
Stay tuned for the latest installment in the Monster Hunter series, launching March 26th. Next,
Xenoblade.
please take a look at this.
Alright. So, Mario Golf! I forgot that it was about time for a Mario
Open
sports
once
game.
Again. Tee off on the latest installment of the Mario Golf series, coming to Nintendo Switch. Study the wind and terrain. Take your time to think things through. Then swing.
I mean, it sure is a really good Mario Golf looking game. I can't tell if this is just
Enjoy golfing with familiar
the
Mushroom
Tennis
Kingdom characters
Aces engine?
on courses filled with lush, natural
because
scenery.
Mario looked very similar, but it might just be a very similar outfit.
Use features
So I'm
on
not
the
sure.
greens, like
I'm
a
not a
shark
Mario
cage.
sports guy.
See how your
I would love a
shot
new
will
Strikers
curve due
game.
to
This
slopes.
might be what Next Level's been
And a
working on now that I
scan
think of
that
it,
lets you
because
examine a course's terrain.
like the actual
These features can help you ace your shots.
models.
In addition to button
look
controls,
pretty
you
Luigi's
can
Mansion
also
3.
use motion
Oh yeah!
controls
Wii
by
Sports
holding
Golf
your
Return!
Joy-Con controller like a golf club. Gently swing the controller to have your character swing in the game, letting you easily enjoy the sensation of golfing. On top of all that,
All right.
there are several modes
Why?
with new elements
What is
that
Bowser's
bring
running
that
animation?
heat to
Why
Mario
is there
Golf,
an ice flower in
including
golf?
this one, Speed golf.
What is this an open world golf
It's
game?
always
Because I'm
your
kind of
turn.
there for that.
Everyone tees off at the same time, then you'll race through the course to reach your ball. Give it another whack to get it closer to the hole, then keep going. Outpace your opponents to come out on top. Your golfing skills aren't the only things at play. Make use of dashes and special shots to beat the competition. Oh, did we mention
Okay.
story mode? As a Mii character, you'll start out as a rookie and develop
They're
your golfing
bringing
skills
the
while
story mode
interacting
back
with
to Mario
various
sports
Mushroom
games.
Kingdom
That's
characters.
actually really cool.
Level up with experience points earned during matches. Then, allocate points to different stats, allowing you to develop your character however you'd like. You can also use your Mii in versus play. Put your golfing skills to the test
Oh,
when Mario
is this
Golf
what
Super Rush
Camelot's
swings on
been doing?
Nintendo Switch June 25th. Pre-orders begin on Nintendo eShop after this presentation.
The latest game in the Mario Golf series.
So that's,
adds
like,
new gameplay
actually really
for
cool.
multiplayer modes.
Because that
As
means
well as the
Camelot's been
familiar
doing
golf
Okay, well,
gameplay
no.
with
Of course
easy
Camelot's been
to
doing
learn
stuff. Because
controls.
they made Aces. What am I talking
Please
about?
look forward to this game on Nintendo Switch.
So that's
Let's move
this is
on to
unironically
more
really
Nintendo
good. I might
Switch
actually pick
headlines.
this one up, even though I'm not a Mario sports person. All right, he did. Was
Check
that
out
just a
these
golf thing,
games
or is that a
coming to
foreshadowing for
Nintendo
something
Switch.
else? All right, so this is a
Return to
sizzle
the
reel.
unforgiving
What is-
world of Pandora
Tales from the
and
Borderlands.
Tales from
Okay,
the
I couldn't tell if that was
Play as
like
the Hyperion
Borderlands or
lackey
Wolf
Reese
Among Us.
and the quick-witted
which-
con artist Fiona as
At
you
least I
set
think
out
it
to
was Wolf
recover
Among
a
Us. I don't
mountain
know.
of cash.
I think the Handsome
Set
Jack
between
collection is already
Borderlands
there,
2 and
so
3,
this makes
this
sense.
game includes all 5 episodes, filled with classic Borderlands humor. Gangsters, bandit lords, and vault hunters are
All
just
right.
a handful
I mean,
of the obstacles
it's
you'll encounter in
Borderlands.
this choice-driven narrative.
I don't really know
adventure.
what
Embark
else
on
to
a
say.
wild ride
I've
when
played
Tales
like
from the
2
Borderlands
hours of
launches on
Borderlands
Nintendo
2. That's
Switch
about it.
March 24th.
Don't really have much else to say about this.
32 of Capcom's most beloved arcade classics
that's
are
neat.
coming to Nintendo
We're not
Switch.
getting Virtual
Rewind
Console, but I'll
gameplay
take
with
that.
Just game speed or difficulty, and select from a
I need
variety
to play
of display
shmups. I
options
need to like
relive
try
that
shmups
sweet
at some
arcade
point.
Goodness.
So,
Get 1943
depending
The
on how
Battle
much
of
this
Midway
is,
for
it
free.
might be worth
Then
it.
purchase game packs or the standalone Ghosts and Goblins add-on to build your collection. Local co-op play is also available.
aren't there like
Scratch
how
that
many ways
nostalgic
can you get a
itch
Ghosts
when
and Goblins
Capcom
game on
Arcade
Switch now?
Stadium
Because there's the new
launches
one
later
too.
today.
Oh, I didn't see the microtransactions.
As a zombie,
What
you
is
just can't
that?
Get enough of 'em. In this
What
action-packed
is this?
fire, You'll build your zombie horde and take
Is this
revenge
like
on the city by turning
Dead
humans
Rising, but
into
reverse?
undead allies. Replenish your bodily arsenal of sputum head, gut grenades, and more during your grisly mission. This city ain't no match for a
This is
dead
just the opposite of Dead
zombie
Rising.
And Rebel Without a Pulse eats its way onto Nintendo Switch March 16th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
All right, let's just. I need to find.
It's Travis Touchdown versus
Is
Assassins.
this No More Heroes 3?
Wait, aliens?
I forgot about No More Heroes 3.
Aliens have
I'm
invaded
not
Earth.
surprised, but
Hold up, is this even the right game? Anyway, after annihilating an entire city,
like how Focus on
aliens
Smash
have taken
Ultimate.
over and now host an intergalactic superhero ranking tournament to decide Earth's fate. Here we go. As the crash,
All right, there we go.
katana
I
wielding
knew
assassin
I made a
Travis
tweet
Touchdown,
about
you'll need to fight your way
where
to
it
the top
was,
to save the world.
Pyra with the Smash invite
Hey, not so
in
fast.
between her boobs.
Enter each boss fight. You'll have to do some odd jobs around town and earn enough to pay off the entry fee. You'll then face off against a slew
But I
of
made it.
unusual opponents. Most
I
of
made
them
it look less
aliens
ugh.
with some crazy
Hire me,
tricks up their
Nintendo.
sleeves. Study their tactics carefully to gain the upper hand in combat.
I need to retweet that.
With a
Anyway,
new and improved Death Glove, you'll have access to a variety
I mean,
of deadly skills.
No More
that can be
Heroes 3
customized and
looks.
upgraded
I've seen a
match.
Let's Play of No More Heroes 1.
The fate
This
of the
certainly
world
looks
is
like
at
it's in the
stake.
same series,
So get ready
but
to
I'm
kick
definitely
some,
playing 1 and 2 first.
whatever
I just don't
aliens have that
remember
you
if
can
1 and 2 are
Anyway, it
available
all makes sense
for a package
when No More
on Switch
Heroes
right
3
now.
lands on Earth. Or,
I'm-
Nintendo Switch,
I mean,
August 27th.
that's earlier than I was expecting. No, I'm not surprised it's this year, actually.
Exterminate demons in heaven.
I don't know what this is, though. I was thinking, like, this is a really wacky way of revealing Bayonetta 3, but it's Annapurna. It's not Bayonetta.
to do someone's dirty work.
It's just kill demons. Is this an FPS? I'm guessing. Okay, I guess it is an FPS. But with cards, is this a Toho FPS? I know nothing about Toho. It's just. I just know spell cards and demons are things. Oh, it's yokai, not even demons. Are things in Toho. I know it's not that, but was that? Did I see a gaming sim element? What is this game? I am so confused because I've only been looking at it out of like one eye.
Has nothing to do with it.
That's certainly a video game. I can't tell you what I just watched a trailer for.
2021.
Other than it was probably a video game.
The DC superhero girls are here to save the day.
Alright, we don't get a Marvel game, get a
everyone.
DC game.
My name's Barbara Gordon,
I
aka Batgirl. I'm always
I
inventing
can't
new
tell how
gadgets to
shovelware
fight
this is.
crime,
Because this
my
is like a
Batmans
cartoon
and
license
Batgirl.
game.
This is Supergirl. She's super strong and has heat vision, plus super breath.
This
And
looks
let's
like a
not
mobile
forget
game
Wonder
port.
Woman, an
This might be a mobile
Amazonian
game port.
warrior who wields the
Because this
lightning
kind of looks like a
axe.
mobile game.
Along with our friends Green Lantern, Bumblebee, and Zatanna, we fight evil supervillains to keep our city safe.
I know
But we're not just about the
DC
super life.
Superhero
We
Girls
also
is
have
a
our
show.
school lives, and
I
trust
think.
me,
I thought it was like
there's
a
never
series
dull
of
moment
web
in
shorts though.
Metropolis High School.
But-
Sometimes it'd be nice to get out of class and do some shopping downtown with my besties.
I-
Ooh, and maybe take some photos
Why?
together on Superstar Post while we're at it. Hey, I got a comment already. Nice. Ooh, and I definitely want to hit up Sweet Justice later.
Oh, they couldn't have Justice,
Uh-oh,
so it's just
something
Sweet Justice.
Really bad is threatening the city.
But,
no
like-
one could have seen it coming. But when Justice calls, you can count on us to answer no matter what.
Sure, we did not
Just
need
gotta make
this
sure no
long
one
for what
figures
seems
out
to be a
our
mobile game
secret
port.
identities.
DC superhero girls, Teen Power.
But also,
Worldly source onto Nintendo Switch, June 4th.
I really do think that
Ready the juice
I don't
cannons
know what I
and
was saying.
prepare for battle.
Juice cannons. Is this like weirdly? Okay, is this the Plants vs Zombies FPS? Am I gonna get copyright claim for Flight of is it Concords or Bumblebees? I don't know. No, it's Bumblebees because Concord is something else. Battle for. I've never even heard of this game. I thought there was just one Plants vs Zombies FPS. I mean, I think I bought the first Plants vs. Zombies on Steam for like $1 once. I've never touched it, but this is certainly a video game. Did they just not have first-party games? Because, I mean, Mario Golf, that's gonna sell gangbusters, because it has Mario in it. But we don't really need this much dedicated to it. Although, to be fair, this does seem like a very E3-like thing. Like, it's structured in the same way.
Join you in your adventure.
Is this a Miitopia port?
Anyone can. Band together on a quest to face evil and save.
Okay. This is unironically hype.
Miitopia is coming to Nintendo Switch. Cast Mii characters in various roles across the kingdom.
Because I think Switch's Mii Maker is a lot better
Turn your
than the
favorite people into
3DS's
your
too.
allies, or even make someone the nefarious Dark Lord.
Stan! Dark Lord Stan!
Makeup has been added as a new feature in this game. Glam up your Miis and get them ready for adventure. There's also a new wig feature, letting you go wild with your Mii creations and make them even
I mean,
more fabulous.
that certainly is customized Mii's. Like,
In the
I can't
world of
believe they
Miitopia,
revealed another anime
relationships are
RPG.
So consider spending some quality time with allies to strengthen bonds. This can give you an advantage during battle. If your relationship's sour, though, things might take a turn for the worse. Whoa! You can have a horse as an
Is that a
ally?
Mii horse?
That
That's
sounds
amazing.
pretty darn good. Care for it, and it'll lend a hand, or poof, in battle. Venture with friends and familiar
I
faces.
think
in the
Mii's with
lighthearted romp Miitopia.
that
Coming
realistic
to
eyes are
Nintendo
kind of
Switch,
scary.
May 21st. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. Super Mario themed items are coming
All right,
to your
I think
island.
we knew about this already, but
Super Mario Brothers 35th
half of
anniversary
this stuff
themed
was
items are
already
coming
in
to the Animal Crossing New Horizons game.
New Leaf. Like the Mario outfit
Familiar
was
items like
out
the
right
Super
there.
Mushroom and the
I think
question
Mario
block can
Luigi,
be ordered
all of this
in-game
stuff
as
was in New
furniture
Leaf.
items.
They're just putting back stuff that was in New Leaf.
Place them however and wherever you'd like.
Except maybe the Wario
You
outfit.
can also place 2 warp pipes.
And maybe those mushrooms.
Then use them to travel between
Okay, the
locations
warp
on
pipe's
your
actually
island.
cool though.
Hey, why not try recreating the Mushroom Kingdom? A free update for the game
Sure,
launches
okay,
February 25th.
that's a very underwhelming Animal Crossing update.
After downloading it, Super Mario Bros. Items will be available via Nook Shopping starting March 1st.
Rip Waluigi
Keep an eye
though.
on the official Animal Crossing Twitter account for the latest information.
I mean, the warp pipe is actually cool, but that's a extremely underwhelming Animal
We hope you
Crossing
continue
update.
enjoying life on your island.
How was that? These collaboration items will be
Alright,
released
so
as part of the Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary events. Please wait a bit longer for their release. Speaking of which, last week we
Yep,
had
there's
a
the
global
obligatory
launch
Bowser's
for
Fury
the Super
thing.
Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury game. We hope you enjoyed that Mario adventure as well. Next, we have another game to show you.
Alright, here's like actual big game, probably, if they're doing this. Scales, to each their own convictions. This could be... That's anime. I don't know what this is though. Or is this... I mean, they're like outlining 3 different characters. Is this like some alignment system? This looks bravely Octopathy. Latest in the HD 2D series.
He leaves us no recourse.
Alright, so this...
Swords!
Alright, so this is just the Octopath engine
Frost will
again.
answer for its crimes today.
Are these the wages
Is this
of
just
loyalty?
It's Octopath
Raised
2,
earth
but
and
with
burnt
less characters.
corpses.
You and no other must decide how we proceed.
Because I think there are less characters here.
You are a leader and must be the beacon others look to when the night is darkest.
Together with these
I'm surprised, like, if this is the same team that did Octopath in the Bravely
I
series.
promise to do all in my power.
Oh,
to see us through
Octopath
this
Tactics.
safely, every last one of us.
Triangle strategy. Okay, so is this just
Far away lies the continent
the
of
other
New
Fire
Zealia,
Emblem?
comprised of 3 nations and limited deposits of salt and iron. The constant feuds among the nations over these precious resources eventually ignited into a great conflict
This makes sense.
known as the Salt
Wow,
Iron
wow,
War.
really original.
Though the hostilities
That's almost
ceased
as bad a
in
name as
Al-Anz's
Talonflame.
truce, decades later, the flames of war threatened to engulf the realm
But,
once again.
I guess this is going to be, if it's Triangle, if Triangle's in the name, this is presumably going to be closer to classic Fire
A
Emblem.
brave group from Glenbrook fights to save their kingdom from the powers that would orchestrate their downfall.
Our benefit, you say?
In this new tactical RPG,
This is where the weapon
balanced
triangle
takes
went
on
after
terrain with
3 houses.
different elevations. A character's attack range is determined by their location and their equipped weapon.
Oh,
The
this
range
is
can
a
be
Final
extended
Fantasy
by
Tactics
attacking
spiritual
from higher
successor.
ground with long-range weapons such as bows and arrows. Thus, your forces can use the terrain and other elements to gain the upper hand. An enemy outflanked is susceptible not only to your initial attack, but also a powerful blow from the ally positioned behind the enemy.
What have we here?
Charge into an enemy to send them flying into position for a follow-up attack. We win.
Okay, so like, yeah, this is Final Fantasy. This is not Fire
casting
Emblem. This
ice
is Final
magic on the
Fantasy
flames
Tactics,
to
which
create
makes a lot of
open
sense
terrain.
because the Octopath,
electrified
Bravely
area with
Octopath has always been
lightning
a spiritual successor to like regular
It is of
Final
the
Fantasy.
utmost importance to survey the battlefield before taking action.
But yeah,
Throughout the story, you will be faced with making important
all right. Well, these decisions actually
in a
matter,
variety of
unlike in
situations.
Three Houses.
Utility, morality, liberty. Collectively,
It's
your
just-
decisions will establish your conviction,
It's like
affecting
an
how the
alignment
story
system,
unfolds and who will
but
join
it's like
your
not
cause.
in an objectively.
Once more,
What
I
is
would ask
objectively
you,
bad? It's not a good and evil thing. It's just a which things do you value more, which I think is
Critical
much better
decisions that
than
may
are you
determine
going to be
fates of
objectively good or are you
nations
going to be
settled by
objectively
vote on the
evil.
scales of conviction. Use information you've gathered to sway
I just like that
allies
better as an
toward your
alignment system
favored
thing, like
cause.
law chaos better
The
than
story will
good evil.
significantly change based on how the votes are cast.
So they refused to relinquish him to us.
Lies! His hand was forced.
As more and more critical decisions are
But,
made, your journey may take you down paths divergent from those of other players.
You will see what true might is.
They're going. It's going to stay named Triangle Strategy. Octopath Traveler was originally called Project Octopath Traveler.
Will launch in 2022. Please be on the lookout for more information in the future. After this presentation, a demo version of this
And
game
they're doing.
will
This
be
is the exact
available
same
to
thing they did with
download on
Octopath.
Nintendo
So,
eShop. And in the
yeah.
future, we'll conduct a survey to gather player feedback. We look
That's.
forward to
They're just
hearing
doing
your
the same thing they did with
responses on
Octopath.
demo.
Like, sure. All right.
Please
That's
look
neat.
forward to future updates on this brand new tactical RPG from Square Enix. Okay, let's see a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
All right. So they're doing the sizzle reel and then the big
Calling
things.
all hunters. Do you have what it takes?
What Star Wars game is this? Okay. That's a video game. I don't know what this is.
Star Wars Hunters is a competitive, free-to-play online game set between episodes 6 and 7. Clash in this third-person
Okay.
shooter coming to Nintendo Switch
It's
in 2021.
Star Wars Ninjala. I don't know why that was the first thing I thought of.
Do I look at you or the camera?
What?
Knockout City interviews, take one.
Is this EA Smash?
We all play for different reasons.
Korgan loved battle. Korgan used many weapons.
What is this? Is this like an EA MOBA?
Misery, Hades' soul-devouring crossbow.
A princess is supposed to lead her people, not be stuck up in some tower waiting for a hero.
In my line of work, bullets are
What
constantly
is this?
whizzing past you.
Stop giving this much time in your direct to EA.
Just one.
That's
Just
the
once I'd like to
TLDR.
catch one of them bullets. You know, with my hands.
With this crown, I'm gonna lead my team to victory and kick some serious ass!
Look, it's simple.
Korgan want new
At least I think this had an EA logo before it.
Kung Fu Master. I can catch bullets. Woo! Come get some.
I'm very confused, and I don't think I like it.
Roger that, princess. Here.
Let's find out what sound your face makes!
I thought that said Booba Cola. Not gonna be on it. Not gonna lie. I think I would rather play Ninjala. I've never played Ninjala, but I think it's actually good according to people. All right, this is.
Can't believe we're losing to a bunch of dairy farmers. Okay, team. They may have won the battle.
So are these?
but
I
not
can't
the
tell if
war.
these are real characters, fake characters, or something.
Not a team if you're not wearing a uniform.
Max, this is a war zone, not a
I don't really care about this.
Pass to me.
What?
Oh, I just saw the Pirate Mythal render. It's good.
Come on, man. One more game.
That was
The
certainly
fight for
EA.
survival
That is-
starts now.
Hang on tight.
I don't know what this
'cause
is.
You're all going to play a little game of fate for me.
From the creators of the Danganronpa and Zero Escape series comes a fight for your life, literally. Disoriented and trapped in an underwater theme
Okay.
park, the 12 of you, known as the Go-Getters Club,
Is this
must
a
now survive this game of fate.
Zero
at all
escape
costs.
game?
Sorry to scare you all, but the game is canceled.
What is this?
The game is suddenly called off. You escape the theme park and get a glimpse of Japan, but everyone's vanished.
Oh,
Set off on
it just kind of
captivating
turns
journey
into
across the country
SMT.
that blends side-scrolling action with suspenseful narrative.
The one behind the whole game of fate.
As you
This
make
is
your
certainly
way
a
back
video
home to
game.
Tokyo, you'll alternate between working solo and teaming
This
up
looks
with a
like
group to
Little
overcome
Town
challenges
Hero.
and monsters that
That's
stand in your
what
way.
this
What
engine
awaits
looks
you
like.
all at the end of your
Which
journey?
means it doesn't look
The
very
battle for
good.
survival begins in World's End Club, venturing onto Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
May 28th.
It's not the Nissa game I would like to see on Switch.
Wield the powers of Olympus with the
All
physical
right.
release of Hades.
That's just Hades.
the
Sure is
critically
Hades.
acclaimed dungeon crawler and recipient of multiple Game of the Year awards, is getting
Also,
a physical release on
let's-
Nintendo Switch. This version comes with a couple of extras to assist you on your
Let's
journey
go
out
to
of the underworld.
SmashBros.com.
The
and
first is
just
a PC download code for the Hades original soundtrack.
Pyra and Mythra count as two
It's
separate
packed with
fighters,
2.5
which
hours of blood
makes
pumping
sense,
music
I guess,
composed by
because
Darren
it's
Korb,
like Pokemon Trainer.
known for his work on previous Supergiant titles like Transistor
they're-
and Bastion. The
I
second
mean,
is
I'm
a
not like
32-page
paying a
full-color
lot of
character
attention to this
compendium
Hades trailer
featuring
because
portraits of
Hades
the
has been
game's
out forever,
vibrant cast of gods,
for like
ghosts,
months
and
now.
monsters,
I haven't played
all
it
by
yet. It's apparently very
Supergiant's
good.
art director, Gen Z.
I have Bastion and
And let's not
Transistor
forget the game
on Steam
itself,
already. I'm probably gonna
offering
play those
dozens of
first
hours of
before I get to
exhilarating
Hades. But
action paired with a compelling story.
just because I'm not paying attention to it doesn't mean I
Escape
think
the
the game's
underworld
bad.
again, or for the first time, with the physical version of Hades on March 19th.
Pyra and Mythra's alts aren't up yet, but
3
look
deadly
great.
action games.
Wait,
one
wait, is that-
masterful collection?
That's a Ninja Gaiden. I
Ninja
thought those
Gaiden
were
Sigma.
like.
Ninja
I mean,
Gaiden Sigma
those
2.
at least 2 of these were original
and Ninja
Xbox
Gaiden
games.
3 Razor's Edge
So
are coming to Nintendo Switch as the
I'm not
action-packed
surprised that
Ninja
these look
Gaiden
fine.
Master
But
Collection.
is this a Microsoft? Is this another Nintendo Microsoft deal?
You are the
I'm not
legendary
sure.
ninja Ryu Hayabusa, fighting against a great evil.
Yep,
with
obligatory
battles
Proton
from
John
second to
pop
none.
off.
Wield an arsenal of killer weapons, each offering a playstyle with different set of lethal skills,
But,
along with ruthless ninjutsu to swiftly
You know,
take down
difficult
enemies.
3D action game. After the Great
Quickly gauge your
Espinge,
opponent's movements while
might do
unleashing
that.
fast and frenzied combos. And team up with other super ninjas in your
Oh yeah, they
quest
did
to
give
fulfill your
Pyrotites. I
destiny.
only just realized that.
All previous downloadable content, including costumes
Not
and
surprising.
game modes, are included.
I don't know why they needed to give Pyrotites. I get Mythra when they didn't change anything else on
Ninja
Pyro.
Gaiden in one dynamic collection.
But sure.
Ninja Gaiden Master Collection slices its way onto Nintendo Switch summer 2021. More battles are coming to
All right,
Hyrule Warriors,
Age of Calamity
Age of
DLC.
Calamity.
Guess we're not getting Xenoblade Warriors. Now, is this going to be... Wait, like... They're running out of characters. Is it just Pora and Robbie? Is that it? Because, like... Most of those characters, they were already playable. Oh. It's just something... Wow, that was nothing. That was literally nothing.
There's even more coming to Nintendo Switch. Bravely Default
Bravely
2
Default
is
2 isn't out
almost
yet?
here.
Huh.
4 Heroes of Light
I don't
will
think
soon
I realized
embark
that.
on a journey to restore the crystals. Use the job system to develop
I
your
was-
characters and master the
I only
brave
played the
default
original demo and
commands
was not
to
very
emerge
impressed by it
victorious
yet,
in
but-
turn-based battles.
I live to fight.
Veterans and newcomers to the series can enjoy this brand new story on February 26th. A new trailer for Bravely Default 2 will be revealed following this presentation.
Okay, so...
The game can be pre-ordered on Nintendo eShop. An updated demo is also available. The latest installment in the
Okay.
legendary Ghosts and Goblins
Isn't
series
it-
comes to life.
Can't really say
As
the latest
brave
installment
knight
when it's been
Arthur,
like
you'll unleash
decades since
weapons,
the last one.
spells, and skills to
That's
battle
a revival.
monsters
That's not a
across
latest
challenging
installment.
stages within the demon realm.
I know I'm just
Local
nitpicking,
co-op play is
but
also
this,
available for the
I
first
really
time.
don't like
Help
this,
Arthur
the way
in his
this looks,
quest
actually.
With one of 3
The
supporting
animation's-
characters:
yeah.
Barry for defense, Carrie for transportation, or Archie for bridges. Ghosts and Goblins
Right.
Resurrection launches
Guess it's
February
Ghosts and
25th.
Goblins
Pre-orders are available
with
now
Donkey Kong
on
Country
Nintendo
style
eShop.
partners.
8 protagonists, 8 captivating journeys.
I knew there was some
Frontier
Saga game
has been
coming.
Remastered for Nintendo Switch. Travel through a stunning sci-fi world with any of the protagonists,
Man.
each with their own stories.
Man. You know what would
The
be
addition
nice?
Of the playable protagonist Fuse.
Trails in the
new
Sky?
gameplay features,
That looks very similar to
exhilarating
this.
battles, and a new scenario for the protagonist Acellus. Saga Frontier Remastered is an adventure not to be missed. The game launches.
All right, I
April
love that. I
15th.
love that PS1 FMV.
Apex Legends is storming onto
All
the
right.
Nintendo Switch system. This
Apex?
free-to-play battle royale features a growing roster of powerful contenders named
I think
Legends.
this was already known
strategic
about.
combat,
They just like announced it
cross-platform
a couple
play,
weeks
and more.
ago, so this is probably gonna
All
be short.
players on Nintendo Switch can get an all-new legendary Pathfinder skin and 30
I mean,
free levels.
it's
for the
Apex
Season 8
Legends.
Mayhem Battle Pass.
Apparently, it's good.
Plus, for the first 2 weeks after launch, earn double XP when you play on Nintendo Switch. Fight for fortune, fame, and glory when Apex Legends enters the fray March 9th.
How's it going so
All right.
far? There's still a little bit more.
Still a
to
little
show
bit
you
more,
in
he says when
today's
there's
Nintendo
9
Direct.
minutes left in the
So
Direct.
we hope you'll stick with us. Next, please take a look at this.
All right, this is gonna be the big thing. Okay, I mean, it's Aonuma.
I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. I'm sure a lot of you saw me and thought there might be news about the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to share right now. We apologize. Development is proceeding smoothly.
All right,
and
this
we
was
should
just
be able
COVID.
to bring you some new information this year. For now, we'll have to ask you to wait just a bit longer. While you're all waiting, however, this Legend of Zelda game will be coming to Nintendo Switch.
All right, now which game is
Please
this?
take a look.
Is it Skyward Sword? Because if it's just one, it's probably Skyward Sword. I'll take this. Still looks really good, actually. Still sounds really good, too. I'm gonna just talk a little bit louder than before because I might get demonetized for this. Actually, no, this is going on the second channel. The only part that I care about is the Pyro and Mithra reveal. So, that's the only part that needs to not get demonetized if it's going on my main channel.
What you've just seen is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
So I
This
guess that
game originally released
slightly
in
answered the
2011
question
on the Wii console, and now it's coming to Nintendo Switch.
of what
The Legend
Zelda
of
stuff is
Zelda
happening.
Skyward Sword featured a control scheme in which players would use
All right.
the Wii Remote Plus controller.
Please
as
tell
a
me they didn't
sword
just
and the
completely get rid of the
nunchuck
motion
controller as a
controls.
shield. With the increased processing power of the Nintendo Switch system, the controls here are smoother and even more intuitive. And we've recreated the controls for the sword and the shield here by having the
Okay,
player
good.
hold
You can
two
still
Joy-Con
Joy-Con.
controllers. The Joy-Con controller in your right hand is the sword. Swing it to have Link swing his sword
All
in
right,
the game.
this is just Wii Remote and Nunchuck with
The
Joy-Cons.
Joy-Con controller in your left hand is the shield.
We know how
By
this
lifting
works.
the controller, you can raise the shield to block enemy attacks. You can perform other actions like using both controllers to wield a bow and arrow. These physical movements add a sense of urgency and tension to combat. But we've also made it possible to play the game with button controls to ensure it can be played in handheld mode or on the Nintendo Switch Lite system. After mulling over how to assign different gameplay elements to
Oh,
different
can you
buttons,
only-
we decided to apply the sword motions to tilting the right control stick.
Okay, so it's Metal Gear Rising controls, I think. That works.
Tilt the stick down when you want to swing the sword downward. To swing to the right, to the left, or diagonally, just tilt the stick in the respective direction. Here's something else we've been working on. Specially
Oh,
designed
those are
Joy-Con
actually good. Those are
The right
actually pretty
Joy-Con
good looking.
controller is themed after the Master Sword, while the left features a Hylian shield motif. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, as the game depicting the earliest story in the Legend of Zelda timeline, details the events
Alright.
around the creation of the Master Sword itself.
Alright.
We
Alright.
hope that people who played the original game on Wii and those playing it for the first
I'm
time
still guessing
will
there's
enjoy
gonna be a
discovering the
Zelda thing
origins
later.
of the Legend of Zelda.
Like a Zelda Direct when they reveal.
The Legend of
July
Zelda
s-
Skyward Sword HD.
Yeah, so
launches
probably
July
in between
16th.
now in that release there's going to be a
Following
Zelda
this
Direct
Nintendo
with Breath of the
Direct,
Wild
You'll
info.
be able to pre-order the game on Nintendo eShop.
So,
and the specially designed Joy-Con controllers will
this
launch
better
the
not
game's
be
release
60
date at
bucks.
your local retailers. Many of you may already know this, but The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword was the last original console game prior to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game, and it was still following the established conventions of The Legend of Zelda. However, it gave a glimpse into many features and innovations that would eventually be adopted in The
yes,
Legend of Zelda
this is just
Breath of the
Aonuma
Wild.
saying, hey, you
Using
know
a
how
sand
Monolith
block
Soft
to
worked on
descend
this
in
game?
midair.
They worked on
A
Breath of the
stamina
Wild
gauge
too.
that depleted as you scaled
Skyward Sword
walls,
is actually
climbed,
good.
Or ran. Even the concept of collecting items to upgrade gear.
Now we're running out of
I
time
hope those of
to
you
have a
who've
one
played
last thing
The Legend
though.
of Zelda Breath of the Wild will give this game a try as well. Please look forward to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
All right, what's
Well,
happening?
What
are
did
you doing?
think? The Legend of Zelda Skyward
Still
Sword
4
has been
minutes left.
Optimized for Nintendo Switch. It includes intuitive motion controls and button controls by tilting the right control stick.
There's still
Okay,
3 minutes left.
The next game will be our last announcement for today. Please
All
take
right.
a look at this.
This is like actually a new thing. Probably. Is that? It's better not be Daemon X Machina 2, because that looks that's a very Daemon X Machina looking rock. That is less Daemon X Machina. Splatoon Salmon something. Is this Splatoon 3 or is this more DLC? Please just be more DLC, actually. Is that a crossbow? No, that's a regular bow. That's even cooler. Wait, you get to customize a salmon companion. Oh! Okay, is that Tokyo Tower or the Eiffel Tower, though? Because this could be France, not Inkopolis. Also, train. I can't tell if this is a new game or not yet, and it's worrying me. Alright, the guy on the left just out of focus, that's a SpongeBob character. I just need to... Alright, are we not getting anything else from that? I can't tell if this is a new game. Oh, there's a new plaza. Is that Flounder Heights? What did they do to Flounder Heights? Okay. Okay, I wasn't expecting this so soon. Because, you know, Animal Crossing team. But... I can't... I mean, this looks cool. It's just Splatoon. I can't tell more about it. I mean, like, yeah, new outfits, new weapons, new map. Looks better. Okay, but like... Splatoon 3. Great. I'm very happy about Splatoon 3. But... 2022. Okay, that's fair.
What you've just seen is the latest installment in the Splatoon series, Splatoon 3. This game is scheduled to launch in 2022, so it'll
Alright.
be a while.
So what's
We
happening
hope you'll
first
stay
though?
tuned for more information. at a
Alright,
later
this
time.
is why this is why Animal
we
Crossing
showed you a
updates are
sampling of games
very
coming to
underwhelming.
Nintendo Switch. A variety of games are in development, and we look forward to sharing more news with you in the future. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Alright. Well, we got every Monolith thing except what I was expecting. Which is interesting. That was good, because we got Xenoblade. I'm still mad that the series icon's still the Monado. That's mildly annoying. But, I mean, I think that was a good direct. This seems like a... Why am I getting pinged everywhere? Is this just a bunch of Splatoon servers pinging like, hey, did you know a Splatoon game was announced? Yeah, that is exactly what that is. But Xenoblade is a good game. So is Splatoon. So I'm overall happy with this direct. I would have liked more Zelda stuff, but I would very much not be surprised if there is a Zelda direct. Now, I really don't know why the Inklings had to get launched in from those, I think they're coffee makers or something, onto the maps, but people are already saying that since Chaos won the final Splatfest, then everything went post-apocalyptic. So I have no idea. Like, all right, let's be real. Splatoon 3, biggest announcement of the direct. Mario Golf, neat. Skyward Sword HD, neat. Xenoblade and Smash, neat. But as for new games, Splatoon's obviously the biggest one. Gonna need a bit more than just a trailer about that. I'm glad they opened with Drifting Soul, because that certainly made me feel things. Let's keep this open. Go back to smashbros.com. That's disappointing. They still haven't updated it with... So now wait. If Pyra and Mythra are Fighter 79 and 80, do they take up 2 slots on the Fighter Pass? Because that might explain why there are 6 slots on the pass. All right, so I'm sorry, I was just typing up a tweet, but there's the whole trailer. It's depressing how bad Shulk looks compared to these two, actually. Like look at this. That's actually really sad. The video decided it didn't like me. That looks nice. That looks nice. Mario, that is right across Mario's neck, so he's not coming back after that one. Yeah, these all look good, except for just Shulk there, which is extremely depressing. So I did not want to go to Nintendo.com, whereas it was just the Display Fighters by number. There we go. So these are the ones that are already out. DLC, let's just check Min Min. Yeah, even Min Min, I can just see the costumes already. These two do not have their costumes there yet, which is interesting, just to see what their costumes are going to be referencing, because there better at least be a Cosmos costume if they're not going to put her in the game. Also interesting how they're fighting without Rex, and yet they still have the X on the core crystal. So that's weird. Now, let's just... Appears in Xenoblade 2. So I'm assuming this will take me to the Xenoblade 2 website. Yeah. So then... if I click on Shulk, does that... No. Blog articles about this fighter. That just takes me to... Shulk's in the game. Yahoo. Then if we go to Sephiroth, does it say... Okay. Appears in Final Fantasy VII. This is just going to say regular FF7, because they're not going to show the remake outside of that. And that's just going to be my Minecraft ARMS. I never knew they did this for the DLC characters, actually. And also, what happened to the Fire Emblem better looking thing? Wow, there's no Banjo game available on Switch. So they're like, nope, you don't get to know what Banjo's from. Weird how they also didn't count Dragon Quest 3 because Erdrick's there. They don't even say what Joker's from. Because why would they? I'm surprised they didn't say appears in Persona 5 Strikers, because that would have been an easy thing to do it. I'm not going to sit around until we get to see their costumes, but I'm happy. Xenoblade. I like Xenoblade. You should play Xenoblade. If you're watching this and you have not played a Xenoblade game, play a Xenoblade game. I don't really know what to tell you. Goodbye.